Alright, so I made the mistake of not warming up my truck this morning. I'm running a little bit behind. Yeah, a lot going on. I don't want that one. I want that one. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So, it's freaking cold out again. Not quite as cold as it was yesterday, but still a little bit chilly. And we got leg days coming up. Not coming up, we're going to leg day. And I'm freaking tired. Long day yesterday, got out of work late. Then stayed up to watch a very disappointing Rams game. Not that I'm a Rams fan, I just like watching football. But I needed the Rams to win. They did not. I also realized I forgot to post videos. For some reason, my order at Lowe's was canceled. It's just been a shit show. So, yeah. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Today is T of the SMART goals. So we've already gone through the whole freaking list. SMART goal is your goal to accomplish it, or the way to accomplish your goal: smart, measurable, attainable, realistic, and today, time bound. That means you have a time on it. So, how long do you want to take to reach your goal? You know, when you're setting this, you got to make sure it's realistic. Oh, did I just screw up? I missed my turn again. I'd rather be talking to you guys. Time bound to make sure it's realistic. You can't say I want to gain 300 pounds by tomorrow. I want to lose 200 pounds in 2 weeks. It doesn't work. It's not realistic. Going back to my goal, 225 pounds, 10 to 12% body fat by the time I turn 55, so that's 4 years. Doable? Definitely. You know, it's a good amount of time. Let's see if this guy's going to let me go, or if there's other shit going on. He's not even looking at me. So I'm just going to go this way because I'm tired. Thankfully, it's at an intersection. Back to Jesus. I need to, get my shit together. I'm not quite awake yet. All right, so time bound. Make sure that it's realistic in the time. That, man, everything's like going crazy on my truck right now. So sorry about that. Set a timetable for yourself. If you want to lose 100 pounds, it's safe and healthy to lose 2 to 2.5 pounds a week. So, a year. Perfectly acceptable to do so. You could also say, I want to do it over the course of 2 years. Perfectly acceptable to do so. You say, I want to gain 20 pounds of muscle. Now, if you're young, you can probably do it in 2 years. Naturally. But if you're older like me, it's probably going to take you 4 pounds. So, I need to gain about 20, 25 pounds of muscle. And I'm pushing myself every day to, build on that. Obviously, there's been some setbacks. My motorcycle accident, just had a lack of discipline there for a while. And I made mistakes. So, is what it is. But put a timetable on it. And this isn't one that I'm really going to be talking about during the workout because there's not much to say about it. You put a timetable on it. You make sure it's time bound. You don't want to say, I want to, lose 100 pounds. And then you never put, an end date on it. Just freaking not really paying attention, just going haphazardly and half-assedly. I don't know if that's a word. It is now. About it. So make sure you have a time limit. Make sure you say, okay, I want to do this and I want to accomplish it by this date. And one thing I will say is don't wait until January 1st to make your fucking goal. I hate that. People are like always making New Year's resolution. This is the year I get in shape. No, fucking do it on Tuesday. Just cause. You know, fuck it. Go for it. Don't like if it's right now it's October 3rd. Don't wait until January 1st to start your goal. If you want to wait till January 1st to start tracking your goal, that's one thing. But, all right, we're at the gym. Time to get going. I'm behind. Let's get some legs and shoulders in. All right, so we're getting after it today. Like I said, I love how I'm talking to you and multiple people's. I'm running late, so trying to get after it, getting everything set up. Should be a fairly easy workout today. Not easy, but quick. So we're pretty much supersetting all the deltoid movements. Going from the rear delt flies. Rear delt flies to palms backwards, side delts to front plate raises. Hitting front, side, rear delts all in one. Then we take a break. Ooh, that's going to be a good one, too. All right, we're up on, we're doing pretty good. Last set here on the shoulders. We're not even 20 minutes in yet. So, making some good time. And it's not like I'm trying to rush through the workout. I'm still taking my time and getting the work done right. But again, early start to my day. If I didn't have to drive an hour to work, I'd have a little bit more time and availability. That's it for the shoulders. Let's go hit some legs. All right, so leg workout's going to be a little bit more so today than in the past. All right. And these are unbalanced, so that's good because then I can focus a little bit more on that. Not what I was meaning to do. But, and also more weight. So.
Need to get a little bit more stretching on those legs, get a little bit more depth on them. But and need to rework my program too, because I had this superset with cable RDLs, but since the cable machine's clear across and I don't want to be an asshole, I'm going to superset the glute lift with it and then go back and do the RDLs supersetted with calf raises. So should still all work out. Oh, and I also put some weight on these, so feeling good so far. Oh. All right, we're getting up there to last set. Believe it or not, I'm not feeling too horribly bad on these. I mean, I don't know if you'd believe it or not, but I mean, I think I'm doing a little bit better than I expected to. The stretch is definitely the hard part. I used to be doing 3 plates on each side, 4 plates on each side. Leg days are humbling. But we'll get back there. I shall return. These are kind of one of those exercises that, necessary. But depending on the angle that you're filming from, can look really obscene. So hopefully, this isn't one of those angles. But I've just started doing these, and I tell you what, women make it look easy. They just put some weight on this bitch and go. I'm fucking sitting here with 50 pounds, even injured or not. Even when I wasn't injured, I wasn't doing that much weight. But they're just built different. But I can't hear you because I'm not listening. All right, last round. And we want to finish up right around an hour. So, nothing new here. Just really working the hamstrings, making sure I contract on those hamstrings. And not going crazy with the weight because I still am recovering those legs. So, and pretty much the last thing we got, I mean, given I still got 4 more sets, is seated calf raises. The stretch is just as important as the flex. So make sure you're trying to let those heels drop all the way down. I have no idea how many I just did. I just do them until my calves are fucking burning, and then I try to do one more because obviously that last set where you got to get it up onto the rack is probably the hardest set. But yeah, 4 more rounds of this, and we're good. All right, so we're here at our last set, and the weight is very manageable. And again, I'm not like fucking killing myself just yet on legs. I still have a few weeks to maybe months before I really start lifting heavy. Now it's more about building up everything around it to make sure my hips doing good. Now, given that doesn't mean that I'm not going to progressively overload, continually add weight. It just means I'm going to start at a much lower weight, take my time, be more mindful and cautious about the exercises that I'm doing. And then finally, we're getting some of these backward side views shots. I don't know, different angles, just playing around, having fun. So you're not looking at the exact same thing every time. And again, I'm not really keeping track of reps as much as I am making sure I'm getting the depth and just going until I pretty much can't go anymore. Because there's no real resting on these, because even in the stretch position, this is really just fucking taxing the calf muscles. Yeah. All right, let's see if I got enough to... Oh, that last little explosive one might just be the worst fucking rep of the whole set. So that's it. When we get changed, we're gonna head out. Call it a day. You ever realize that like there's certain weird things you're super particular about? Like I'm very particular about the fit of my clothes. I'm a jeans t-shirt kind of guy. Like literally, that's all I fucking wear. Always have been, always will be. I guess it goes back to when I was doing construction. That's was the most comfortable working attire we had available to us. I guess that's all I can think of. But even with jeans and t-shirts, the fit has to be right. Like I love the t-shirt that I have on now, but it's kind of loose around the neck, saggy around the arms. I like more form-fitting, tighter. I don't want them to be baggy, hanging off me, unless I'm feeling fat, in which case, I'll just get a 2X. But even with the 2Xs, like they feel good around the upper body, maybe a little bit loose and longer at the bottom. But it is what it is. The reason I come up with this is my sweatshirts. Like I love this sweatshirt. It's Fabletics, I believe. Not a paid endorsement or whatever. But it fits really nice. The problem I have with it though is that I don't really like pullovers. I like zippers. I like zip up hoodies as opposed to why can I not get out of my backpack today? I like zip up hoodies as opposed to the pullovers. Sometimes I want to just unzip them and let them hang. Sometimes I want to half zip them. Sometimes I want to just take it the fuck off. And one thing I don't want to do when I'm taking off my hoodie is to have it pull off my shirt and everything else. And as I've been very self-conscious about my body, body dysmorphia, poor self-body image, so on and so forth. So taking off my shirt in public was a little bit unsettling for me. So I don't want to do it when I'm just taking off a freaking hoodie. So that's why I like the zip ups. I don't know. A little bit of my rant today. So What do we got? Yeah, I literally just spent 2.5 minutes talking about clothes, and I know that it's probably not what you wanted to hear about, but sometimes you just have these things. You got to get them out. Am I the only one out there? I don't know. Anyway, so they have a '86 Monte Carlo SS for sale. That was supposed to be my first car, but my dumbass was also rebuilding a 1971 Cutlass Oldsmobile at the time, and I lost control and wrecked it. And because of that, I didn't get my Monte Carlo SS. So that's back when they were like badass before they became more than like a sedan uh, type. And look, I'm taking the shortcut. I remember this time. Jesus, I've been talking about nothing now. Okay, so back to the workout. So great workout. It was really nice to be able to actually put some weight on the legs, even though it wasn't much. The 90 pounds on the leg press it wasn't difficult for the muscles. It didn't hurt, which was good. But I could tell that my legs aren't used to it because I didn't do a lot of squatting, bending, anything to that effect. Those 5-6 weeks before I started incorporating my leg workout again. So it was really nice to be able to start putting some weight on there. It was really nice to kind of feel that burn and feel where I'm at. So I got to work on stretching those muscles out a little bit more, getting a little bit better. Is what it is. Delts felt great. Pretty light delt workout today. Jesus Christ, these people going over a speed bump like it's going to, destroy them. It's just a bump you go over and then, it's over. But yeah, so overall workout today was great. And touching base real quick, I didn't mention much about time bound on the smart goal maker. Is that it's time bound. Just set yourself a goal, set yourself a timeline. So if you have a smart goal, be specific about it. 225 pounds, 10 to 12% body fat. Measurable, yes, I can measure that using a scale, using DEXA scan, using pretty much anything, a mirror, to see where I'm at. Why are people not turning? What is A? Fuck. Attainable. There we go. Is that attainable? Is it physically possible? Yes, I am able to gain that 20 plus pounds of muscle over the course of the next 4 to 5 years without using any chemical, steroid, anything, cheaters, if you will. Are relatable? Yes, it is very relatable to my my overall life goals, fitness goals, my lifestyle, everything to that effect. It's very relatable to that because that's, I want to live longer, so on and so forth. Time bound by the time I'm 55. So that gives me 4 years. So, yeah, I hit those SMART goals. It's very easy to do that, but you have to do it in a way that makes sense. And like I said, be specific and direct about each step of those and make sure that it's what you want and you'll be able to accomplish anything. So I have now talked 6 minutes at the beginning of the workout and 6 minutes at the end. So I'm going to stop now because I'm sure you guys are bored. Not to mention I threw in a whole bunch of random shit in there as well. So I will catch you guys next weekend, or not next weekend, next week. Have a great day. Keep grinding.